It's all OJ's fault. It's not even OJ's fault. It's our fault. We celebrated too openly when OJ got acquitted. As soon as it's not guilty, niggas just named, oh, in your face, nigga, in your face. City of LA spent over $12 million just trying that motherfucker. And the look on white people's face when he was acquitted, priceless.
Mrs. Robertson.
Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Nicole Brown Simpson. Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of Penal Code Section 187A.
The defendant, having been acquitted of both charges, he is ordered transported to an appropriate sheriff's facility and released forthwith. All right, we'll stand in recess.
I told you, power to the people. I told you it was getting out. OJ helped expose corruption in the police department. I'm so sorry for the families that went to. Power to the people. He's guilty. He's still guilty. Yes, he's still guilty. What's that?
What did you ladies think?
They changed the whole tone of the trial from a murder trial to a racial trial.
We don't know anybody, any woman who hasn't suffered some sort of abuse, physical abuse from a man, whether it's a husband or whatever. And it's just saying that's still not important. I mean, it was so obvious.
I think it's the biggest miscarriage of justice, and I am ashamed to be an American right now because the guy is so guilty, it's disgusting. And that jury should be ashamed of themselves for that verdict that they brought in. That's all I have to say.
I mean, I thought they were going to find him guilty. It took over a year for this outcome to happen. So you can't just deliberate for 3 hours or even a day and come out with this conclusion. So I think this needs to be reviewed because this makes the whole legal system look like a joke to me. And I'm really disappointed in the way this all came out.
I think this jury sent a message that the time has come here in Los Angeles and in America that indeed there must be a level playing field for everybody.
I am hurting so bad for those families. I mean, what are they going to do? How are they going to live with this, knowing we all know he's guilty?
How will you have felt if he would have went to jail?
It is a case that has riveted America. much more than just a murder mystery. It was about race, about celebrity, about wealth, and what wealth can buy. One question hangs in the air. If Oj Simpson did not murder his ex-wife and her friend, who did?
That nigger is guilty.
You know, that whole thing with OJ is when in watching it, you look at everything that occurred with it, and straight out, not a doubt, OJ did it. Okay, he got away with it. He got away with it because of lawyers and because of people, that at the time kind of wanted to prove something. I think in a way, I don't know, but when I look at it, back when I was on LAPD, they brought the pictures of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman, brought them up to us because we were supposedly the experts, and they're saying, hey, what would do this? How big of a knife? And I remember looking at them, the autopsy photos of her and the actual crime scene photos of her. And, I mean, he did a number on her if you look at it. And there was a lot of violence there, and there was violence with Ron, and you could see defensive wounds on his hands, and there was a couple that was, his on one of his eyes, he'd been poked twice. You could see with a knife. And it was, why? Because someone was seeing if he was still alive. They said, why would that be there? Because he thinks that he's still alive, so he's poking him to see that he's not. If you saw the thing, there was multiple. There was a lot of punctures, which are straight out stabs, and there was a lot of slashes. And he slashed her across the ear. I can't remember if it was left or right, but it was this giant gash that went from almost her collarbone down here straight up to her ear. I mean, and it obviously the power behind it, because it cut her trachea all the way through. It cut her all the way to the spinal cord, to her cervical spine. So, I mean, there was a lot. If you're looking at it, that was a strong human being. And a lot of people are saying, well, he's an older man. No, he's look at, I don't care if he's old or not. He was an incredible athlete, very strong. And, he could do that kind of thing, But you can go back and look at that whole thing, and, this is what they had. That's as simple as it gets. You've got, two victims that were attacked brutally, okay? You've got Nicole's blood, you've got Ron Goldman's blood. OJ was cut on the finger, but, let's not say that we even know it's him. So we have Nicole's blood and Ron's blood at the scene. We have Oj Simpson, who's got a Bronco that is seen leaving the scene, but the person went and did stories, so they didn't use them in things, but it is seen. They go to his house. There's blood inside of his Bronco that is the blood of Oj Simpson, Nicole Brown Simpson, and Ron Goldman. Now, Oj Simpson wasn't a friend of Ron Goldman's, didn't know Ron Goldman. Why would Ron Goldman's blood be inside of his Bronco? Doesn't make sense. In his house, in his washing machine, he had all three bloods that were in the washing machine. Why were they in the washing machine? He was washing the damn clothes that he did what? Right? In his bathroom, there's all three bloods inside. Look, he did it, and he's gonna get off. Okay? And that
really?
There was not a doubt in our minds. We were gonna be shocked if they found him guilty.
At the time, I really thought they were gonna find him guilty. Like, at that time, I didn't have any doubt in my mind that he was gonna. There was just too much fucking evidence. There was just too much evidence, I thought.